But Buddha, when he was young, he went with his friend, crept out of the castle, because he was a prince, right? Mm-hmm. He went with his friend secretly and told no one except his friend, and they explored. And you know what he saw? And he had never seen this before, because he had been sheltered. Mm-hmm. His father had gotten a previous astrological report saying like that your son is either going to become a great Buddha, a great enlightened being, and he's going to have influence on millions and millions and millions of people across the planet, or he's going to be a great emperor. Either way, he could go either way. And his father's like, oh God, I got to keep him here. I can't expose him to the world. I want him to be embraced by the luxury of this palace, so he doesn't renounce. And the Buddha, his friend, one day, I don't know, when he was 20-something years old, they got out of the palace. There were all the beautiful women, he left the palace behind, and he started exploring. And guess what he saw? Suffering. He's like, he saw the suffering, he said, no, I'm not going to be like that. All these people in the world, 8 billion people on earth now, who are in an ocean of suffering, even if they pretend to be happy, they're hurting. No, that will not happen to me. Of course, he saw old age, sickness, and death. And then the last thing he saw, a monk with nothing. And the monk was sitting in meditation and gloriously happy. That I want to learn what he's learning. Because all the rest of the population is devastated. So what did he do? He renounced his family, his child, his wife, everyone. And he went out to search for help. I need help. I can't do this alone. My mind is too powerful. It's got me. So he associated with some great spiritual teachers, learned a lot from them, started to follow a real path of renunciation, renouncing, he'd fast a lot, turned into like skin and bones. One day, he said he had gotten really far. It felt really illumined, but still some bit of anxiety deep inside. I'm missing something. What is it? So then the Bodhi tree, he has a dog named Bodhi. The Bodhi tree. He sits underneath the Bodhi tree and he says to himself, I will not leave this Bodhi tree until I find the truth, until I find nirvana. And so he sits there for about 48 days. And all the demons, it's the same story as Christ too. All the demons come to attack because are you really prepared to meet God? Are you? Let's see. Here's lust, here's the beautiful women, here's all the beautiful foods, here are the beautiful shelters, here's everything you can imagine that you might love to tempt you. And he sat in meditation and he said to all these things, no, I don't want anything but to find out my truth. And then after 48 days, he opened his eyes and he was free, moksha, liberation, free. And a beautiful woman came up to him with a little bowl of rice pudding. That woman had been coming every single day to the Buddha. This is her master, her teacher. You would have thought she would have given up by then after 48 days and gone somewhere else and find a master that was actually awake. But she kept coming, fresh rice pudding every day. Finally, he's awake. She gives it to him. He receives it to him and says, thank you. The first fruits of enlightenment. Thank you. Before he would have said, no, I'm fasting. I can't have that. I can't have that. Anything that's worldly, I can't have. Get it away from me. He would have said that before because he was really intent upon that. And that's how he developed the middle path. He said, you don't have to fast yourself and kill your body in order to find enlightenment. You don't have to give up everything. Just follow the middle path. Eat your rice pudding.